Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Aldas and today we're going to be taking a brand new look at the first pictures of the Alfa Romeo C39. Now Alfa have released a special Valentine's Day livery because they've gone for a shakedown session at Fiorano and pictures are now coming out. Really nice pictures, by the way. Shout out to Alfa Romeo. All of their pictures are always top quality and I absolutely love that. It makes it so much nicer for you guys and for me as a creator to create good content. Today, as I said, we're just going to take a look at the livery and kind of talk about Alfa Romeo in general in 2020 because they're going to be in for a very interesting season. There's not going to be too much to discuss in terms of the aero, to be honest, guys, because for the most part, it's very hidden with this sort of launch livery, and for the most part, it does look very similar to last year's car anyway. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Similar to 2019, Alfa Romeo yet again teased us with a special livery for the launch of their car at the shakedown session in Fiorano, and yet again they delivered. They had as far as last year's livery, they had a beautiful livery. I absolutely loved their special launch livery. If you guys remember, it was kind of similar. We got the same kind of pictures as we have this year, and I loved it so much that if you go on my channel, guys, and look at my channel banner, you will see Kimi Raikkonen and in that car with that livery. I loved it so much, and this year, yet again, they've come out with another very, very nice livery. Probably not as good as last year's, but I still love it so much. Again, it's a Valentine's Day themed livery, and you can see, first of all, there's a quick little shot of the side of the car with their kind of Alfa Romeo logo on a heart, and I just love how Alfa Romeo do these things. It's so Italian, it's so cool, and I just think they make it look so nice. But enough about the logo, guys. Let's talk about the Alfa Romeo itself, and wow, I mean, yet again, it looks stunning. This year, you can see their brand new sponsor, Orlen, if you see on the back wing, and that is, of course, to do with Robert Kubica, who has joined the team, and Orlen kind of sponsor Robert. So yeah, that's a title sponsor for Alfa Romeo, by the way, so even more money, and it's so great, by the way, to have Robert Kubica out of the team, still kind of in Formula 1, in a bit of a development role. I think that's a really good position for him, and just in general, that team, I have a soft spot for Alfa Romeo. Now, guys, I always try and keep this channel unbiased, and whatever I think of the teams, it doesn't matter about my biasy, but I've got to admit, guys, I love Alfa Romeo. They're probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite team on the grid. I've just always liked them. I love the brand, so it's definitely the team that I sort of gravitate the most, and yet again, they've just... I just look at this car and it looks so great yet again. As far as the aerodynamics, I will admit though, certainly from the front of the car, it looks exactly the same as last year, and I really do mean exactly the same. From the nose of the car to the front wing to the side pods to the mirrors, it looks very similar. So I'm not really sure if this is, well, obviously it's not the final car, because no doubt when they do get to testing, they might add a few different parts on, but I'm not going to say it's a worry that it's almost identical to last year's car, but certainly in 2019, they weren't able to develop throughout the season the way they were actually able to in 2018 when Charles Leclerc was at the team. In 2018, they had an incredible sort of development period throughout the season and just got better and better and better. But in 2019, they kind of tailed off towards the end of the season. So hopefully they do have another very good season because their drivers are also really great. Obviously, Kimi Raikkonen, a fan's favorite. Who does not love Kimi? I feel like he was the original Lando Norris before we had Lando Norris. Just a joker, but kind of in an unintentional way. So yeah, love Kimi. I think Antonio Giovinazzi has definitely done a good job last year. He wasn't up there with the three kind of rookies, you know, George Russell, Albon, Norris, but he still developed throughout the season, and hopefully we see him take another jump up in 2020 and maybe even start beating Kimi Raikkonen, because of course he is in the kind of Ferrari seat in Alfa Romeo, and that is going to be sort of the big question in 2020. How is Mick Schumacher and how is all the other Ferrari junior drivers going to do in F2, and who is going to be in that second Alfa Romeo seat, which is basically owned by Ferrari? Now, another very interesting thing that I really quickly want to point out is this Husky Chocolates kind of advertisement on the side. I think it's on the end plate of the Alfa Romeo. Now, the really interesting thing is, of course, McLaren are also sponsored by Husky Chocolates, and during their launch, only yesterday, they had that exact drink at their launch. So clearly, this company's advertising with two different teams, so that's kind of cool. I didn't actually realize you can do that, but nevertheless, there you go. But yeah, the shots that are coming out of this car just look absolutely stunning. It is kind of a shame that they're not able to kind of adapt this livery in some way, but they have their colors that they have to kind of go to. Their blood red and their white, and all the sponsors have to be exactly where they need to be. So obviously this livery is not staying, but nevertheless, I do like that Alfa Romeo take the time to do something special. And obviously it's Valentine's Day as well, so they kind of keep it themed, and I just think that's kind of cool. I like when teams put effort into their launches. I was a little bit disappointed with Mercedes launching their livery on like an old car in a really bad room with really bad pictures. That was kind of a bit of of a letdown, but certainly, and I'm going to talk about the Mercedes a little bit later on when we get pictures of it on track, yeah, it does look a lot better in the studio and on the 2020 car. But again, that's pretty much the end of it, guys. There's not too much to talk about. The aerodynamics certainly look the same. As far as the launch livery, again, I absolutely love it. Alfa Romeo just keep putting out kind of liveries that make everyone go, wow, that looks so cool. And we've also got a really cool shot of Kimi Raikkonen in that race suit. Look at that, all black with the Alfa Romeo Racing and the all-in as well. I feel like that's a really cool race suit, actually. So yeah, definitely great pictures coming out, and hopefully Alfa Romeo will have a great 2020 season, because certainly last year they tailed off, but they started really well, and I really do want to see Alfa do very good things in 2020. Anyway, guys, there you go. Just a short one for you today on the Alfa Romeo C39. We're going to see the actual reveal of the 2020 livery and the actual car itself on the first day of testing, so yeah, look forward to that. But guys, in the comments below, what did you think of this special Valentine's Day launch livery? I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, there you go. I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and check out my social medias. Instagram and Twitter will be above. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.